This coverage is brought to you by Sherwood Engines, Amigos Tequila Beer, Jordan Road Surfacing, Swift Leisure Group, Robinson Road Planing, Motorsportsopticians.com, Skipton Ford, and rallyprep.co.uk. Hello and welcome to our coverage of the Red Kite Historic Rally. This is round 5 of the 2013 West Wales Rally Spares R.A.C. Championship. There have been two crews who have dominated the 2013 West Wales Rally Spares R.A.C. Championship, and they were Martin McCormack and Phil Clark, who have won 3 of the 4 rounds held so far, and Nick Elliott and Dave Price, who have won the other one. But it has been hard to split them at times this year, and it was only McCormack's bravery, foolhardiness or even sheer desperation to win that allowed him to leap ahead of Elliott on the final stage of the Neath Valley Rally to take victory by just 0.7 of a second. Which meant that if McCormack and Clark took victory on the Red Kite Rally, they would be the first champions of this new championship. But there were others who had been showing increasing pace on each round, with Jason Pritchard and Dale Furness just about slipping ahead of Matt Edwards and Sam Collis, who had surprised a few with their great pace over the previous couple of events. But the battles aren't just at the front, of course, and as the rally got underway from Llandovery, there was interest in classes C3 and D3, where some of the best scraps of the season had been seen, with Terry Creed taking it to Dick Slaughter in C3, and Ben Mellors bit by bit gaining the upper hand over Peter Smith. But it was the competition at the front of the field that most of the spectators had come to see, and Martin McCormack wasn't going to let them down.
2, 1, go. 5 left and 2 right tightens into 5 right, 2 right tightens into 5 right, and 6 left half long, 6 left half long, crest goes 5 right plus long, 5 right plus long, and 3 right.
The first 2 stages on this event were virtually linked together, with the fabulous but hard on tyres Crooken being followed by the equally fabulous Keffin.
And 1 right tightens. 1 right tightens into 5 right opens. Tightens into 5. Opens into 3 right half long. Opens late. 170. Turn hairpin right plus. Don't cut. 40. 6 left tight, don't cut. 40. 5 left, 130. 130. Fast. 2 right, 100.
And McCormack was astonishingly quick right from the start, showing tremendous commitment on roads that he had never seen before. And over these first 2 stages, McCormack and Clark would take 12 seconds off the crew in second place. And somewhat surprisingly, that crew wasn't Elliott and Price, but Pritchard and Furness, showing tremendous speed on stages that are local to them. And in third, and delighted to still be going, to be honest, were Matthew Robinson and Nigel Hutchinson, who were themselves just a handful of seconds behind Pritchard and Furness. And only then did we get to Elliott and Price. And although many people would be happy with 4th on a rally like this, such is the competitiveness of this championship, this wasn't a position that Elliott and Price are used to, and there was plenty of head scratching going on after the first couple of stages.
80 and left 3 into don't cut hairpin right, left 3 into don't cut hairpin right. Into left 6, 60, left 4, and right 4 100, right 4 100. And right 6 into left 5, 60, deceptive left 2 tightens long, deceptive left 2 tightens long. Right 1 opens, right 1 opens, into right 4, half long, into turn don't cut left 2, turn don't cut left 2, 100, turn hairpin left, don't cut, hairpin left, don't cut.
But sadly, not troubling the scorers here were Matt Edwards and Sam Collis. And Terry Brown and Thomas Whittle, who both went out on the first stage, although Edwards would reappear later in the trophy rally. And this allowed championship returnee Kevin Davis, with Dale Bowen alongside him, to move into 5th, and not appearing to be even the tiniest bit slower than the leading 4 crews. Just behind this leading fivesome, there was an incredible scrap developing between another 5 cars. And if anything, this was even closer, as the crews involved were not just close on times, in certain cases they were matching each other's times to the second. Here we had Warren Philliskirk and Paul Wakely, Tim Pearcey and Jamie Edwards, James Potter and Bob Duck, Will Nichols and Nick Brew, and amazingly Ben Mellors and Alex Lee in their Pinto engine car, all absolutely on the limit and yet just separated by seconds. And this fantastic display would go on until the end of the event. Needless to say, Ben Mellors was one of the stars of the show here, as despite running with a car giving out just on 200 horsepower, as opposed to the 250 to 275 of the Beanie engine cars, here he was determined to prove himself as one of the finds of the season. And this meant, of course, that Mellors had the upper hand in D3 in his battle with Peter Smith, with Graham Wild alongside him was going quickly enough. But they were one of more than a few competitors to be caught up by this deceptive hairpin.
No, it's there.
There, bollocks! And hairpin right. And 5 left opens. 5 left opens, push, good exit. 150. 3 left tightens long.
Jonathan Brace was another to make the same mistake. Another of the significant battles on the event was between the 3 cars running in Series 7, for cars which look like historic cars but aren't. This means that they can run with any engine and gearbox combination or with whatever suspension they like. So on paper they have the potential to be quicker than a genuine historic car, but they can also be much cheaper, or a lot more expensive. Anyway, there was a great battle here between Mark Spencer and Steve Pugh in their Mark II Escort, Dylan Davies and Cleon Williams in their Mark I Escort, and another young pretender and son of a former British Rally champion, Ben Llewellyn and Chris Davies in their Mark II Escort. And these 3, maybe due to an excess of power in their cars, certainly looked as spectacular as anybody else on the event. And although the 3 of them were caught out by an accident to another competitor on the first stage, which saw them all get a nominal time, they were also only separated by a handful of seconds, a third of the way through the event. With driving like this from Dylan Davis, showing just how quickly they were going.
Caution, 9 right sharp, pinky hidden, into 9 left opens, and 4 right long, 4 right long, and caution 9 right by opening, 9 right by opening, 46 left past lane.
Although the rest of the crews weren't hanging about either. And it was good to see James State and Glyn Thomas out again in their Talbot Sunbeam Lotus, running in D4. Their car, to be fair, looking like a bit of a handful. Continuing the theme of really close competition, the top 3 in Series 2 were also only separated by a couple of seconds, with the ever-improving Terry Cree in his BMW 2002 just at the head of this group with some spirited driving. Equally spirited, though, was the driving of Dick Slaughter. Slaughter, who was one of the most sideways drivers in the championship, is finding that matching the pace of Cree's more powerful BMW is a bit of a struggle now. But he will never give up trying. And the third of the trio was David Kirby in his almost standard-looking R.A.C 2000. We asked him about the C3 class battles. Are you enjoying driving this? Because you look like you're enjoying it on the stages.
Yeah, it's fantastic. So, yeah, it's not bad. Just getting the grips with it, really, coming from the Mexico up to the Pinto. So, yeah, not too bad.
So, how much do you enjoy the competition in C3, or do you just enjoy the rally?
No, I enjoy all of it, really. The competition's brilliant. We're having a good run on this one. We're having a bit of a play with Dick Slaughter and having a bit of fun with Terry Cree as well. So, a few seconds here, a few seconds there. So, yeah, it's good.
It's a nice competition down in C3 and D3. The D5 boys are out the front there and having their own battle. You're having as much fun as you can in your own rally.
Yeah, it proves we're as close as what they are because we're still within seconds of each other. So yeah, it's good.
And do you feel any sort of jealousy towards them, or you just get on with your own event?
No, just go out and do your event. The main aim is just to enjoy yourself, really. So wherever you come is wherever you come.
And if you talk about standard looking RS 2000s, then take a look at this one. This is the Mark II version of Andrew Clayworth and Jez Rogers, running towards the back of the field, but apparently enjoying themselves as much as anybody else. Another man enjoying himself was Class C2 leader Vince Bristow, who hasn't done much rallying in 2013, but that didn't seem to be slowing him down at all.
Nice to see you out again this year. It was a terrible start to the season on Neath Valley.
Yeah, it was a bit, and a surprise as well. But yeah, now we're here again today, and stages are nice and having a bit of a go.
And on the pace?
I don't know about that. I haven't seen the times really. Are we?
You look quick.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
Feel good?
Yeah, not too bad. Yeah.
You've not done so much recently, have you? Or am I imagining it?
No, I haven't done anything at all really. I had a quite big operation beginning of the year and kept me out of the seat. So hopefully we get and do a few bits, do a bit more later on in the year.
So finish the season off on a high, as it were.
Hope to. Yeah.
Second in C2 were Robin Shuttleworth and Ron Ruffhead, still going quickly, but just not quickly enough to keep up with Bristow. And Graham Thatcher was leading D2 again in his second outing in the championship. And as ever, the 1600cc cars were running at the front of the field with the Series 1 cars, where Chris and Joe 2s were proving just how difficult a sport rallying can be, as after winning their class on the Neath Valley stages, they were out even before the end of the first stage here. So this meant that John Everard and Mark Sharpley were in the lead in Series 1 and getting through the stages in the manner of a sailboat caught in a strong wind. Now some have said that I'm a bit cruel about this car, suggesting that it doesn't handle that well. So just watch and judge for yourself. I'm saying nothing. Mind you, Stephen Higgins' Saab is a bit of a handful as well, it seems. But Higgins drives it right on the limit and was hanging onto the exhaust pipes of Everard in second place in the series. On the third stage of the day, the pace showed no signs of letting up, with McCormack still in the lead, but Elliott improving his speed to move into second. This dropped Pritchard to third. And Matthew Robinson, who is one of our TV partners, to fourth. And the evening before the rally, we spoke to him about his involvement in the championship.
What helped you to get involved with the new R.A.C championship?
I think, well, it was just the way everybody was going, wasn't it? And you know, I think most people were going that way, and not that the other championships had fallen foul or anything, and just it was the way everybody was going, and it seemed a good idea at the time, and we were getting into historic cars instead of modern spec cars, so we thought we'd give it a crack.
And you enjoying it? I mean, you've had some bad luck, to be fair. New car built, and this is the second time it's been out, third time it's out. You had problems all over the place.
Yeah, I think we're getting over a few of the issues now, David. You know, the start of the year wasn't the best, and we had a few crashes, and you know, not really not the way we wanted it to start, but yeah, I reckon we're getting to grips with it now. I've changed a few things with it, and it's still nice and shiny anyway, so that's one thing. Yeah, so now we're going to try and get going on these last few rounds and have a really good crack next year if we can.
So you're going to do the last two and just, because you're on the pace, aren't you? That's the thing, you are on the pace, really.
Yeah, when we can string it all together, we roughly, you know, we're sort of nearly good enough on the pace, yeah. Yeah.
The R.A.C. rally last year, you had some terrible luck when you ran out of fuel halfway through the event. You were really, you know, you were matching there.
Yeah, it was all right. It could have been better. We had a few a few issues in the axle as well, and to be fair, Martin and Steve, they'd gone sort of thing, and we were probably the next sort of best. But this year if we can get a clean run, well, you know, probably won't quite to, you know, Martin and Steve, there's something else out there, Nick if he does it, but you know, hopefully we'll be able to not be far away.
Yeah, and what's your background then? You say you came from modern cars?
Well, we've only been rallying 3.5 years, and we've always used like a modern spec Escort, you know, with a Millington engine, and the biggest shock you get between the two cars is when you get in a decent spec historic car is how close it actually is to a modern spec car with all the fancy parts on. You know, I don't think, after driving both cars, I don't think there's that much difference. So
That's very interesting.
yeah, you know, they carry on about suspension and different things. And I think if you've got a good spec historic car, I don't think you're far away.
Even with all the modifications you can do, there doesn't feel a lot of difference in performance.
It's an old wives' tale, David.
And a lot of money spent.
And a lot of money. Yeah, you can go rallying a lot cheaper and put in a similar sort of pace. I think anyway. Once we get going in this to a modern spec car, for a lot less money and a lot less hassle.
You have Robinson Road Planing Services. What is road planing?
Road planing, David, is when your road's sort of gone past its shelf life, if you like.
Yeah.
It would need you would need it planing off, milling, grinding, whatever you'd like to call it. And we'd come along. The council will choose a piece of road they want to do, and we'll plane it off for them, ready for the surfacing guys to put the new surface back on.
So when you come along and you see the roads are all like 3 or 4 inches lower, you've done something like that.
Normally, yeah. I mean, normally our job's pretty good, really, because if we make a mess of our job, the surfacing guys cover it up anyway.
And if
so
they make a mess, everybody knows. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, they get all the flack for it. So yeah, it's not a bad job to be in.
Halfway through the day, we spoke to the man who was just 3 stages away from being the 2013 West Wales Rally Spares R.A.C. champion.
How's the morning been?
It's been good for us, yeah. We went out in the first 2 stages, and it was a bit hard to read. So it was you could try and carry too much speed through a corner and actually end up losing speed on the exit. So we were a good clean run, but at the same time we thought maybe it was a bit messy in places, but with a good stage time. And we actually decided to carry 2 spares with us this time, and we changed before the second stage, which really helped. Nobody else done it, and that was really to our advantage because the tyre wear was quite excessive on the first stage. So we had a really good run through the second stage and comparative to competitors' times. And then on the third stage there, we thought Nick was going to come back at us heavy because he hasn't had the best of mornings. He was down to 4th there, which is unlike him. So we had a good push through the stage, and we had a really good push through the stage, and we had a really good time through it. So we're in the lead at the moment, and got the same thing to go and do again. So hopefully we can get it around.
If you get to the end of this rally in the lead, you are the champion. So are you going to think about slowing down this afternoon? Is there some leeway in there? Can you pull it back a bit?
Oh yeah, but it's not as much fun when you do that, you know. We've another rally to go, and it's too much fun. The way it is, it's good. Like the thing's working so well. When me, I felt okay. You're a bit hot into some corners. You're like whoa, But that's rallying, and that's the way it goes. And when the thing's working and on a rhythm, it's to come back off that rhythm. I always find from back in the Citroen days that when I had a good lead in a rally and I came back is when I made a mistake. So by that I just keep pushing, But we'll see. We might settle down into something and just take a few less crisps. But I don't know. We'll see. It's good fun pushing.
And with Nick Elliott wandering around the service area looking for his missing pace, we also spoke to the man who tries to keep him on the straight and narrow, Dave Price.
Everybody talks about the great performance by the drivers, and the navigators have to be on the ball as well, no mistakes. But what's it like sitting next to somebody like Nick?
It's very good. I've sat with Nick for a long time now, and I can kind of tell how he's doing or how the car's hooking up. And every time he makes a bit of a sort of a whoa you hear on the in-car sometimes coming into the bend, then I know he's pushing. So I know I got to really concentrate on the notes. I think the last stage we just did, yeah, he was pushing harder. It made me look down more than look out the window. Really? So it's good fun, yeah.
You're very calm. People have said to me in the past, you sound very calm. You're relaxed, almost as if it's in slow motion. Does it feel that way?
I think you get used to it, really, in that sort of way. I don't know, I've got maybe an aptitude, I suppose, or something. But yeah, I'm fairly relaxed about it. There's no point in me getting excited. I mean, Nick's a quiet character anyway, so it's not like I'm shouting at him endlessly and things to keep him G'd up. He naturally does it himself.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing, you know what he's doing. And as you say, you can feel when he's driving well or not.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Today, a good drive by him then?
Yeah, a bit despondent after the first 2 because it was just why is the car not hooking up? I felt it in the 2 stages. Didn't really want to say too much to him, but I think we're going out on different tyres this time for the second time round. Try and sort of claw back and consolidate that second.
As I mentioned before, there was a great scrap from 6th to 10th place, and we spoke to a couple of the drivers involved in that battle.
Tell me, How your rally's gone so far?
We're not having the best of days, to be honest. We're struggling with gearbox problems, and then the starter motor stopped working as well, so we haven't been able to turn the car off, which isn't the end of the world, but obviously if you stall it on the stage, that's the end of the day. Hopefully we've sorted out the starter motor, but we're just going to have to live with the gearbox problem, so not the best of days.
No, it's a long way to come for not the best of days, but rallying's like that, isn't it? You can have a good day and a terrible day.
Yeah, I mean, we've had lots of days where everything's gone our way, the cars work perfectly. This is just not one of those, you know. That's the way it goes.
Tell me how much you've enjoyed the championship, how much you've enjoyed the stage.
Yeah, it's great fun. It's doing exactly what we hoped it would do. It's bringing, you know, some friendly, competitive atmosphere back to rallying. There's no silly rules or any problems like that. We're back to what we should be doing, which is enjoying the stages, enjoying the cars, and, you know, having a bit of fun between us as well, if you like. This is a great rally. The stages down here are as good as anywhere, if not better than most places. You know, they're wet, they're dry, there's a bit of everything in there. They're fast, they're slow, they're absolutely superb. Really good fun today.
You've been out in every event this year. You've been enjoying yourself by the looks of things.
Yes, it's great fun. Good championship, good fun, good competitors to be against. Some of them just a bit quicker than me. That's the only downside.
Well, you know, you're quick enough. You're up there. Some of them, the other ones might be a bit more mental.
Yes, I think they take a lot of risks. I have to mend the car myself and pay for it myself, and I'm sure they do as well. But yeah, they take more risks than I do.
You're more of a hobbyist, maybe. Just go as quick as you can without doing any damage.
Yes, and just here to enjoy myself. And if I can be near the best of the rest, then I'm a happy bunny.
So what do you do in terms of times? You know, you obviously there's two types of people who go rallying. Ones who really want to win and wants to enjoy the driving. But what do you do when it comes to times? Are you checking their times, checking just other people's times, or not bothered about your position?
I'm always checking their times, but I can only drive at one speed, and I drive at that speed. I can't make up time. If Bob, my navigator, says I'm 3 seconds down on someone, I can't make up 3 seconds. I'll have an accident, so I just drive at one speed all the time.
Yeah, it's far better to take a car home in one piece and be out for the next event, isn't it, than trying to go that little bit quicker?
Indeed, yes, and it saves on the pocket as well.
And just behind them was Jonathan Brace, whose company, Brace's Bread, had sponsored the Neath Valley Rally. But he never even got to the end of a stage there. So for this event, he had hired a car from Grant Shan's Rally Extreme outfit.
Tell me how your rally's going, because you had really bad luck on the event that you sponsored.
Yes, well, you know, I think we rolled the car on Hampsley. I rolled my other on the Neath Valley, the engine blew, so I don't know, it's just gone on and on and on and on. So I got no cars left, and I wanted to support the Red Kite, because, you know, I think, you know, especially as round of the championship and everything, it deserved to have people out, and, you know, so we've got Ben Llewellyn out, and myself, you know, I've hired a car off Rally Extreme, and I got to say, the car is fantastic, and really enjoying it.
How much you enjoying competing altogether? Because you're keen and you're quick, but you're not having a lot of luck this year.
Yeah, well, I'm enjoying it today. I think it's the first time I did say to Sam after we did KO that I think that's the best stage we've done in 2 years. It's, you know, I'd like to have done the stages on the Neath Valley, because I know they were fantastic, and it's my club event and we sponsored it, so, you know, it's such a shame, but, you know, KO was absolutely fantastic. It's just fast and flowing, and, you know, everything that why we all go rallying for, isn't it?
Well, how's your own performance, bear in mind you've had an intermittent year?
We're a bit slow starting off, but I don't know, we had a bit of we turned left before a hairpin and we had to reverse, so we lost about 15 seconds on the first stage, but if we take the 15 seconds away, we were sort of round about where our contemporaries are. The last stage we had, I feel we had a good time. I know Marty took about 35 seconds out of us, but, you know, that's Marty, isn't it? So, yeah, no, we really enjoyed it, and, you know, we'll keep going at that pace now.
In Series 7, the pace was as hot and spectacular as you would want it to be, and the three protagonists were really putting on a show. Although it was Dylan Davis and Ben Llewellyn who were just seconds apart on each of the stages, with Mark Spencer just behind them. although Davis didn't help his own cause with a late spin on stage 3.
Caution, for 3 left, 200, caution, 4 right, narrow, slow, 4 right, narrow, slow, watch out, 40, slow tapping left, long, comes quick, watch out, slow tapping left, long, comes quick, 40, open 6 left, 40, flat left, long, into 4 right, half long, 4 right, half long, 40, open 6 left, 40, open 6 left, down 40, slot open heavy right, into finish, open heavy right, into finish, 80, long, long. It does bastard.
These three were certainly showing some real pace, and we spoke to them all at service.
Tell me how you're enjoying this rally.
Yeah, it's going very well. It's quite a good rally because we've had this spot of rain now, which has made things a bit tricky.
It's like a different rally this afternoon.
It has been, yeah. This morning it was dusty and it was very dry. You're getting a lot of traction, but now it's a different story.
Yeah, that's quite funny. So you do the same stages twice, but it's a different rally in the afternoon. How interesting.
It is, yeah. Considering that we're doing them second time over, it's different stages.
So how do you enjoy driving this car? What do you think of a Mark II Escort?
Oh, great fun. Yeah, with the old drive in the back wheels, you can't beat it. Yeah.
It's quite interesting. There's more and more younger people driving these cars nowadays. Even though yours isn't a historic car, it's still an Escort. It still drives from the back. Would you recommend it to everybody?
I think the Escorts are absolutely great fun. But if you want to go further in the rally, and it's front wheel drive is the way to go. But you can't beat a bit of fun in the Escorts.
So it looks like you're your own service crew as well as running at the front of the field.
Yeah, I'm trying my best.
Hard work?
Well, yeah, I should be sitting down having a sandwich or something. I don't know, I should bring another lad, I think.
And how are you enjoying the event? You're having a fairly good season, has to be said.
It's great fun. The last stage was wonderful, really fast, really, really good fun.
So how have you enjoyed this championship? Because obviously you're running in the open category. What is it about your car that's different for a start off?
Got a Vauxhall engine and a sequential gearbox. The rest of it is the same as 30 odd years ago.
So why did you choose to do that rather than running it historic? Was it just cheaper?
Yes, and it's a lot more fun on tarmac.
Is it?
Yeah, we've got 300 horsepower, so it's lots.
Yeah.
But it's probably too much for the woods. Yeah. It's just spinning the wheels all the time.
And burning the tyres.
Oh, just killing them.
Tell me how your rally's going. Nice to see you out again.
Yeah, not too bad. I spun once on that one, and yeah, I think we had to stop on the first stage and we've had a nominal time, which is 15 seconds slower than everyone else. So no.
So you did an awful lot of rallies. I mean, you're out in a Subaru a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
On Neath Valley, and you won that.
Yeah.
So why did you switch? What makes you switch and change?
The roof was flat on this one.
Was it?
Yeah.
Fair enough. Oh, which event did you roll it?
Carlisle. Yeah.
Oh, you bent the cage, didn't you?
No, steering arm broke.
Oh, that's what
it was down as a bent cage on those timings, but
yeah.
So yeah, it's the first time back last weekend.
So as the car started off on the afternoon loop, let's go on board again with Nick Elliott and Dave Price.
1, go. And left 2. And right 5, tightens right 2. And left 1 half long. And right 2 plus long. Oh, nuts. We're out there. I don't think we're going anywhere there, are we?
Oh.
Right, hold on. Better get out and do the doodah.
We're going to stop the car. We're dangerous here, aren't we?
That's a bad day, isn't it? You ain't getting out of there.
You knew that. Stop, just show the next car. I'll be out in a minute.
And with Elliott out, this meant that if Martin McCormack and Phil Clark could just hold on to their lead, they would be the 2013 West Wales Rally Spares R.A.C. champions. So let's join them for our onboard stage of the day as they tackle Cricken for the second time.
10 seconds. 5 left and 2 right tightens. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 5 left and 2 right tightens into 5 right, tightens into 5 right, and a 6 left half long, and crest goes 5 right plus long, and 3 right, 40, 3 right 40, fast 5 left plus, 80, right into hairpin left, past the lane, hairpin left. 1 right tightens, into 5 right opens, 1 right tightens into 5 right opens, into 3 right half long, opens late, 170, 170 now. Down to turn hairpin right plus, don't cut. 40, 40 after this. Tight 6 left, don't cut. 40. 5 left, 130. Fast 2 right, 100. 1 left, past lane, and down. 3 right long tightens. 3 right long tightens, 40 brake. Turn square left tightens. Turn square left tightens. Might be rough inside. Rough inside. And tight 6 right. Tight 6 right. 60. Flat 2 left past lay-by. Flat 2 left past lay-by. 80. 4 left in, slowing into hairpin right, don't cut. Into hairpin right, don't cut. Flat 1 left. 60, 3 left plus, and 3 right over crest, 100. 100, flat 1 right over crest, into fast 2 left, 60, to 1 left tightens into late 5 left. 1 left tightens, late 5 left, 6 right plus, opens. 6 right plus opens, into 3 right half long, tightens, into turn 6 left in, fast. 6 left in fast, don't cut, 100. Turn hairpin left, don't cut, tight. Turn hairpin left, don't cut, tight. 60, stay right, into right over junction and flat 1 left, 200. 200. Turn 6 right long, double tightens deceptive. It does go round again, remember? This one goes round again. Ignore the road going on. Just and again, and again, and again. 2 left. Continues for 100 into turn unseen square left. Unseen square left. 60 up the middle. 1 right over crest onto road and 5 left plus, 130. 130 now, flat 1 left over flat crest, 80, 4 left plus, 4, 3 right opens over flat crest, stay in the middle, 100, middle over flat crest, 200 over small crest, flat 1 left plus through dip, 60, a 2 right over dip, to flat 1 left, 80, turn 4 left fast, into 4 left fast, into flat 1 right long, 40, flat 1 left plus, 100 up, 100 up, flat 1 left plus over crest, 40, 2 left plus, 40 braking, deceptive 5 right. 2 left plus 40, deceptive 5 right plus. 3 left half long, 250 up the middle, to deceptive 3 left over crest and bump, don't cut, 60 to 6 right. 3 left over crest and bump, don't cut, 60, 6 right. 6 right, 60 again. Middle, big crest and jump, 40 down, 5 left, okay. 40 down, 5 left, okay, 200. 200. 3 right over junction, logs inside, tightens in the sudden turn square right. More logs, more logs. Bastard, come on. Yep. 3 right half long, flat 3 right half long. 130, up the middle, 3 left, into 6 right plus, and flat crest. Goes flat 1 left plus, flat crest, flat 1 left plus, 80. To care, 6 right into square right, hairpin left plus. 6 into square right, hairpin left plus. And flat 2 left plus, 40. Flat 1 right long, 40. 3 left plus in fast, 130. To turn hairpin left, don't cut. 40 over crest. 40 over crest. Flat 1 left. 60. 2 right long, stones inside. Into corner. caution, 6 right very long, tightens on exit, then 60, tightens on exit, then 60, stay in the middle. 5 right and 5 left for 6 right plus. 5 left, 6 right plus, and 5 left late. 5 left late, flat 2 right, 40. Crest, go short 3 left, 80. 2 right half long, 80. Line, 4 left, 4 right, 40 to square left. 4 right, 40, square left, hairpin right tightens. Square left, hairpin right tightens. And 6 left, 40, 2 left long, half tightens, 2 left long, half tightens, 1 right, 80 down to 6 right plus. 6 right plus, 2 left, 100. 100 to hairpin left plus, second junction, don't cut. And tight hairpin right. Tight hairpin right. Into 6 left plus, opens, rough inside, 130. 130 now. 3 left, goes to 60, tightens long and turns square left. Goes to 60, tightens long and turns square left. 150. 150 now. 5 left plus and 4 right tightens into hairpin right, long tightens. 5 left plus, 4 right tightens into hairpin right, long tightens and does, just keeps going long, keeps going, and 3 left long into 3 left long to flat right over bump, into flat 1 left, 3 right plus, don't cut, opens over crest, 40 down, 3 left wide and 3 right, continues 150 and tightens into 5 left short, 5 left short, 40 brake, hairpin right plus, 130. Hairpin left long, deceptive, gonna go, this does go hairpin left, 40. 3 left, tightens over small crest junction, 80. 80, 5 right plus, opens long, and a flat 1 left, continues. Yes, yes. Flat 1 left, continues 200. 60, brake, right into square left, don't cut. 60 brake, right into square left, don't cut. 40. 6 left, half long, opens. Into 1 left long, brake, 40, hairpin right. 1 left long, brake in 40, hairpin right. Hairpin right here. And turn, this is the one we got wrong last time. And turn hairpin left, tight, uphill. Hairpin left here now. Flat 2 right, long, plus. 100. 100, short 3 right, 40 to 5 right. 5 right here, and flat 2 right. Flat 2 right, 100. Fast, 3 right long, into flat, 2 left opens, 100. 6 left, and square left plus, 6 left, and square left plus. 40. 40, tight 4 right, into 5 right plus long, and 1 right, 5 right plus long, and 1 right, 60, flat 1 left over crest, 40, 4 right, and square left, and 5 right plus long, 5 right plus long, 60 over finish, 60 over finish. Yeah. What a shame it finished. I know.
Needless to say, McCormick and Clark were quickest again here to extend their lead with just a couple of stages to go. And watching all this action with interest was the reigning British Historic Rally champion, Julian Reynolds.
Tell me what you're doing here today, please.
Oh, just having a bit of a look. It's close to home, and a few people I know, obviously Nick and Pete here, so come to give him a bit of support.
And how does it get the juices? Does it make you think, oh, I wish I was out there?
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, it's seeing them all going so well. You wish you're doing it, but can't be every time, can you?
You can't do everything.
No.
And are you thinking of coming back in the future?
Oh, definitely. You know, maybe not a full championship, but I'll do what I can.
So tell me how you think this championship's gone from watching. Obviously you were entered at the beginning, but from the outside, what have you thought of the way it's been run and the events itself?
It looks excellent, like you say, looking from the outside. I haven't been to many of the other rounds, but no, it looks really good. And obviously the main thing is the competition, and the boys at the front. I'm glad I'm not here. Actually, they're going so well, and people like Pritchard and Matt Edwards, the times they're setting now as well, they're really coming on. So I wonder how far down I'll be.
Somebody actually said to me this morning, if only Julian was out just to see, just to give us that comparison. What about the R.A.C. rally?
No, not this year. I'd love to. I last year was unfinished business because I did so badly. But hopefully, yeah, R.A.C. is one that I really, really want to go back and show that I'm not that useless.
With Nick Elliott now out, it was all about the top crews consolidating their positions over the final few stages. In first was still Martin McCormack and Phil Clark. And in second were Pritchard and Furness, who were now getting closer and closer to McCormack's times. And in third was mild-mannered Superman Matthew Robinson, with Nigel Hutchinson pushing him on. With fourth place now looking like the property of the hugely aggressive Kevin Davis. And bit by bit, Tim Pearcey was working his way through that big scrap featuring 5 cars, and he was now in 5th place. And with Ben Mellors also moving up the field into 6th by dint of some stupidly fast times in his Pinto engine car. This left the extraordinary 3-car battle between Potter, Phyllis, Kirk and Nichols, in which they were all taking it in turns to be faster than the others, or just matching each other from time to time as well. And there was little doubt that this would go all the way down to the wire. If in fact there was a wiring rallying, but there isn't. And all the way down the field, the action was fierce on the perfect stages of the Red Kite Rally. As we came to the final couple of stages of the event, it was only Dylan Davis' spin on stage 3 that was really making the difference there, as this had allowed Ben Llewellyn to build up just a bit of a lead. But sadly, the wheels would fall off Llewellyn's challenge, quite literally, when a wheel fell off his car, and he was out. This left Davis in the lead, and he finished off the event with some stunning driving, and was a great 5th overall of the R.A.C. Championship contenders. With Mark Spencer and Steve Pugh taking 2nd, and looking like they were really having fun out there, and their performance would see them finish 7th of the registered R.A.C. runners. In Series 1, it looked as if John Everard and Mark Sharpley were cruising to victory, which indeed they were. Cruising, that is, as their car had run out of fuel, and they were sadly out. Which left the win in Series 1 in the hands of Stephen Higgins and Don Bramford in their Saab 96, which is really great to see. In C2, Robin Shuttleworth and Ron Ruffhead were 2nd after a really quick and smooth run. But they were not able to match the pace of Vince Bristow and Elgin Davis, who were fastest on 5 of the 6 stages and took the victory by over 2 minutes. And Graham Thatcher and Robert James were untroubled winners of D2 in their 1600cc Hillman Avenger, giving themselves 2 class awards on just 2 events since registering for the championship. In C3, Simon Pickering and Colin Jenkins were both spectacular and competitive until retiring on the final stage. And Dick Slaughter and Jeff Waring didn't get on with Kayo at all, losing a lot of time there and finishing an unusual 3rd in C3. Which allowed David Kirby and Chris Rickson into 2nd place, a result that would move them into a well-deserved 6th place overall in the championship. While winning C3 and Series 2 for that matter were Terry Cree and Richard Shaw's, whose performances this season have gone from strength to strength, and they are now 3rd overall in the championship. In 3rd place in D3 were Ben Friend and Jonathan Jackson. This was another consistent performance by young Ben in a strong subcategory of young Bens. There now being 3 competing in the championship. Maybe it's time for their own separate class. And in 2nd in D3 were Peter Smith and Graham Wilde. They were quick right enough, but with Ben Mellors finding so much pace recently, it is proving difficult to match his times.
130, C5 right and trees ahead. Yep. 100 up mid, turn square left at tall trees ahead. Yep. 40, turn hairpin right, logs on exit. Hairpin right there, repeat, logs exit, and 4 right. 40, 1 right, brake, hairpin left tightens.
And so Ben Mellors and Alex Lee won D3 for the third rally on the trot and took 6 overall as well, which is a great performance from such a young driver in such an underpowered car. In C5, it was Ian Ricks and Rob Cook who took second after quite a good scrap with the class winners Nick Jarvis and Paul Spooner, which was ridden for Ricks and Cook by a maximum time on stage 2. The battle continued to the end though, but there was nothing that they could do about Jarvis and Spooner, who dominated the class in the end. In D5 though was where the biggest battles were, and at the end of it all, Tom Coughtry would still be going well and would finish just outside the top 10. Peter Egerton was 10th in D5 with Alan Cook alongside him, and they were in a Rally Extreme escort on this event, as was previously mentioned, Jonathan Brace and Tim Samuel, who were 9th after a morale boosting performance by Brace. And in fact, he only failed to take 8th place by just 1 second after a strong afternoon's run of stages. But Phil and Mick Squires held on to that spot. Their old, trusty, heavy, certainly historic, but very reliable escort, getting them to the end yet again on a championship event. And then we came to that extraordinary battle between Warren Philliskirk and Paul Wakely, James Potter and Bob Duck, and Will Nichols and Nick Broom. On 5 of the day's 6 stages, the 3 of them were separated by the tiny gap of 3 to 5 seconds, and over the stage distances that they were covering, this was quite remarkable. And what's even more remarkable is the fact that at the end, they all finished on the very same time, to the second, and that time of 49 minutes and 43 seconds meant that they were all tied for 7th place. With the previously mentioned Ben Mellors in 6th overall, we moved to 5th now, and here were Tim Pearcey and Jamie Edwards, which was a good end to what had started as a bad day. And this ever-smiling duo went home happy. And absolutely flying towards the end were Kevin Davis and Dale Bowen. And Davis, after some time away from the stages, was clearly enjoying himself towards the end of the event.
If it left the B, ditch outside, 80, mid-crest, only 40, turn square left plus, and flat 2 right, and 4 left plus long, and turn 6 right into 3 left over crest and push 100, flat 1 right over crest, 40, 2 right, brake, small crest, 4 right, don't cut, falls away, 40 over bump, narrow 4 left, opens, continues for 150, 200,
Robinson was enjoying himself just as much. Well, who wouldn't? When it's September and you're just about to finish your first rally of the year, and in 3rd place as well. Which was the least he and Nigel Hutchinson deserved. And just look at that car accelerate up the hill. And in 2nd were Jason Pritchard and Dale Furness. This duo getting closer and closer to McCormack's times with each stage that they tackled, and Pritchard was happy enough with his day's work at the end.
Yeah, it was. We know we have to be out from the blocks. You know, Marty and Nick are so fast these days. You know, you can't afford to sleep for the first couple of miles. So we did that. We just had the one little issue with my hand today. A lot of pain in that. So a few painkillers at midday.
Any reason for that?
I tweaked it in work a few weeks ago, and with no power steering on this, it just ripped the steering out of my hands, and I had tears coming down my eyes on the one stage, but a few painkillers then, and it was fine. Yeah.
So we don't want to do drug testing in rallying then, because otherwise you'd fail.
No, I'm sure painkillers will be all right.
So overall, how was the event? Was it really enjoyable?
Yeah, the stages are fantastic around here, and it's just a pleasure to drive, and you want to start them again now, but hopefully this rain goes away soon so we can load up and everyone can get home safely.
All of which brings us to the winners of the rally and the winners of the inaugural West Wales Rally Spares R.A.C Championship, Martin McCormack and Phil Clark. Fastest on every stage of the day and winners of 4 rallies on the trot, and surely one of the most consistently fast and spectacular drivers that the UK has produced for a long time. So no one can say that they don't deserve it.
40, square left plus, into 4 left, 130, 130, tight 5 right, 40, 40, flat 2 right, into Keir, 2 left, continues for 80, and tightens late for square right, tightens, don't cut the square right, and 5 left, don't cut, 5 left, don't cut, square right plus, don't cut, flat 2 left, don't cut, 60, square right plus, long, don't cut, 40, flat 4 left, 130, flat 4 left, 130, flat 1 right, and flat 1 left, continues for 80, don't cut, 60 up to flat 1 left over crest. Right, don't cut, 40 braking, turn the hairpin left long. 40 braking, turn hairpin left long. 40. 5 left, don't cut. 40. 1 left into 5 right plus half long. 1 left, 5 right plus half long. 40. 6 left. 6 left. 40. Turn hairpin right, don't cut. Hairpin right, don't cut. 80. 1 left.
There you go, boss.
Well done, boy.
Well done, Chief.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Great rally, great season, and you're the champion. How does that feel?
Yeah, it's absolutely brilliant, for something that we just sort of fell into this year at the start. And, we've had a fantastic season. The reliability from the car has been exceptional due to, great credit to John McKillop. We have great support from Kumo Tyres as well, not a puncher all year, which is testament to some of the places we've been stuck. And Sherwood Engines as well, and John Moynihan Motorsport. All these people come together and make this happen for me. And there's a bit of financial help from the family business as well. But, great credit to everybody. Phil's done an absolutely fantastic job. We were just talking in the road, me and him meet on a Saturday evening or a Friday evening, and we look through the DVD, and then we go out and do a rally. It's definitely very relaxed, and there's not much preparation put in, but he does a fantastic job in the day for having not done much preparation, but his vast experience shows, and he's kept me on the road so far.
Now you, as you say, you came almost by mistake. I think you remember saying the car was sitting in the garage. What can we do? Let's go and do a rally, and you won it. And about 5 months later, you've won the championship. That's pretty remote, isn't it?
Yeah, it has been, and it's been really exceptional because the way that the first couple of events were cancelled due to weather, I actually wasn't able to attend them anyway. And it was actually I only went to do the Mid Wales because it was easy. And then the Bulldog was cancelled due to snow. My sister was getting married that weekend as well. So and then it just says, I went and done Hampshire. I went well. Then we says right, we'll go to Carlisle and so on and so forth. But it's been a fantastic season. For us, it's just been picture perfect.
Any highlights? Particular highlights?
There's been a few highlights of corners, I think in Neath Valley when we went up the bank in the last rally, I definitely thought it was curtains there, and a few things to get, but I have to say, coming to Wales and being as competitive as we are, I'm really happy with that because it's fast down here. I have no two ways about it. I've always had speed in the north, yes, but I haven't done much down in Wales, and to come here and be racing with the guys here, I'm really happy with that.
And a word too with the winning co-driver, Phil Clark.
Marty's full of praise for you. A lot of people who watch the onboard and full of praise for you. What makes a good navigator in a situation like this?
What makes a good navigator? Wow, that's a tough one. I don't know. All I can say is I was brought up on road events, and on road rallies you've got to do so much all at once, and I think it's fantastic sort of base, if you like, for stage rallying. And I don't know. I suppose trust in your driver. He has trust in you. You trust him. And that gives you confidence really to read the next note, to get the note out, and just rely that he knows what he's doing, and he knows what he's doing, doesn't he?
It's lovely bits when you go around the corner, you go, well done, good lad, and all that sort of stuff. You think he's over the edge then, or are you just appreciating the driving?
Just appreciating the driving, I think. And sometimes corners can catch you out for some particular reason. Even though you're on notes, things can still catch you out. And sometimes he has to adjust, maybe, the driver has to adjust. Woo, and so if he does something like that, yeah, it's well done.
And how much do you enjoy it then, sitting where you are?
It's awesome. I'm of the age where I watched Mikkola and Vatten and people like that in these woods. I watched these boys perform, and now I'm at my age. I'm 56. What the hell am I doing sat in this car? And I'm, to be sat there now, going at the pace we're going, is unbelievable for me. It is a dream come true, especially when my rallying career went, I won the Welsh Road Rally Championship and then won a few events, won the Quinton, the Cambrian with Gary Smith. And then, then Gary sold the car and it dipped a bit. And then in 2007, I had a phone call from Gareth Lloyd to say, Clarkie, would you like to sit by this young Irish boy on the Roger Albert? And I said, let me think about it. And I thought about it. And he said, he's fast. You'll like it, you'll have a good time. I said, Gareth, do I want to sit by a young lad, And if I'd have said no then, none of this would have been. No. And here I am, and it's awesome. It is awesome.
Those first few events on the R.A.C, I think nobody could believe how you could read the map, and you were going tighten, tighten, tighten. You're reading that. That was phenomenal. And you had the one-off in 2007 or 2008, where it was a slightly misread corner. Yeah. And how'd you get that much information?
That's road rallying. It's years and years of trying to win the Welsh Road Rally Championship. Just years and years of calling slots, calling bends, and giving the driver as much information as you can. And there's people out there now, on a Saturday night, last night probably somewhere, there'll be a road rally on, and those boys are performing. There's navigators performing out there who would do really well on the Roger Albert. And we've seen not road rally navigators, drivers taking road rally navigators. Just because, to be honest with you, reading you're not having to, you haven't got tricky passage controls in farmyards that you've got to go round on the Roger Albert, have you? Reading a map, a 1/25,000 map on the Roger Albert is a cinch. after some of the road rallies in Wales, So that's what, and I started at 14 with a guy, Andrew Sankey. A lot of people will know Andrew. And his father took me when I was 14, and I could make I made all my stakes with Tom Sankey because he wasn't bothered, and so that's where that's come from really, and just giving as much information as you can. I find if you go quiet, the drivers perhaps think, well, you don't know where you are. But if you just keep going, and more, it's good, then they keep their foot in.
Do you think your personalities work off each other then? Because you're both quite exuberant characters in a way, aren't you? So you're pushing him and he's giving it. When you give it to him, he gives it back.
Oh yeah, in the car, I am. Outside the car, I can be quiet, and on the road sections, I can be quiet, and we listen to a bit of music, and it's like flicking a switch when I get in the car, really. On notes or maps, but I do love maps. I do love, I've got, while people read a book at home, I've got a map down the side. It's sad, isn't it? So I get a map out and I'll look at a map. And after the Roger Albert and before the Roger Albert, I'll get the maps out and just look at them. Yeah, weird, isn't it?
And so this is the result of the 2013 Red Kite Historic Rally. And the championship positions show McCormack and Clark as clear championship winners, with Pritchard and Furness in second, and Terry Cree and Richard Shores in third place, with just one round to go.
Flat to right continues to 100. Flat to right continues to 100.
This coverage is brought to you by Sherwood Engines, Amigos Tequila Beer, Jordan Road Servicing, Swift Leisure Group, Robinson Road Planing, Motorsportsopticians.com, Skipton Ford, and rallyprep.co.uk.